All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
Scary part when you close it down. So we got hinges that haven't really been used, or I don't know if they're new, they're aftermarket new. Just opening and closing them. I've had these aftermarket hinges just straight fold in half right off the get-go. So we're going to slowly kind of work them in here. I got the hinges all the way up. As you can see, the gap's way high. They seem to be working themselves in. The gap's looking a little wide here, but pretty good. So I think if we take that, just loosen up this bottom one over here and try to kick it over. We're trying to take it straight over, so we're going to loosen the bottom one on this driver's side, we're going to loosen the top one on the passenger side, and then we might be able to just give it enough, like, straight over shove. So I'm just kind of giving it some pressure. Seems to help a little. So now what we'll do is we'll go from the top one, loosen the top one over here and the bottom one over here, and you might just relax over there. Right, just shove it over a little ways. Take it down. It seemed like the studs or the nuts on this side where the hinge bolted in were kind of like sticking out some. It seems like when I took it off there was washers underneath the hinge, like they were using those washers for contact, which would kind of help our hinge alignment here too. Alright, we're going to start to bring the hinges down. So we brought it down a little. It might not be enough, but I'd rather not go too much. I've never had these hinges on. I think these are new. So we're doing a lot of final fit without ever test fitting, which is not a situation I'd like to be in, although we've been having some luck. And we don't have our fender extensions on here to check if we're good front to back, but as long as we can get that side to side. Before we bring down that other side, we still need to bring it over some.
And what we can do there is loosen up both sides, both on that side, and just push that hinge in a little bit to try and like, just...
Yeah, if you want to rip this side, I'll push it the hood this way, you can push the hinge that way. Alright, so now we're going to take that, we got it up high, so we're going to bring that hinge down in the back here. And we're still a little tight on the back and open on the front here. Might have gone up. So that's telling us that we can twist this up with the hinge getting our front and back. You can see our hood needs to go back on that side, and that can be a lot of our adjustment issues, gap issues, and that's going to change the gaps as well. Driver's side here. You can go back a ways too. Alright, so we're going to take that hood just back a little bit on this side. You can see that's hitting here now. So that means, you know, moving that hood back is totally going to change that our whole ordeal here. Taking this side back is going to open this front up, but you know, it's also going to change a lot of the gap as well. That sure made that gap on the driver's side look nice. This side almost even looks worse. We'll take that hood back on that side a little more. Alright, that opened up the gap on the front of the driver's side where it doesn't look right.
Better close the gap on this side.
So I'm going to try to take this side back just a skoshie. We're kind of getting into the area where it's really going to be hard. Yeah, that's pretty perfect. This piece just has this weird angle to it. Let's not mess with the hood. Let's mess with the fender to try to get this gap to look right. So we'll take this down just a touch, which will roll that hood down a little bit too, which might help out this whole situation. All right. Our gap is like perfect on the driver's side. It's a little open on the passenger, and we're just gonna have to split the difference. So if the hood went a little bit like back over, it would help a little bit. So we're gonna loosen the rear one over here and the upper one over here. All right, you can see there's just a little bit, just a little tiny nib that sticks out a little farther, and it's kind of, that gap's so tight. And that fixes that. I'll show you much better. Oh yeah, check this out. Can't really argue that.
Oh yeah.
Money's.
Kool-Aid approved.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.